Hello, today we are going to make the header section, only this navigation section or the header section of a website. Okay, this is the logo, these are the navigation items, this is the sign in button and also in navigation item. And then when we inspect and have the dimension less than 1200, then this pop-up will appear with the menu lines and with the close outline. Then these will be appeared there as the size decreases, and have a logo and the menu lines. These menus will appear, then a close button. Okay, today we are going to make this header section of a website. Okay, this is the simplest thing that we are going to make today. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, as you can see, first we will create a new folder. We will name it, as I am naming it, header. Then open with Visual Studio Code. I am using the Visual Studio Code. Then in header you can create new file, name it index.html, create it. Then again a new file, main.scss, a main CSS file. Then a JavaScript file. In this website we are going to use index.html main and JavaScript. As you know, in index we only have to click the shift and 1, then this will appear. Okay, and then you can place enter and this will be appeared. Okay, we can change the title here. I am going to name it HR coders. You can click it here, watch as, and then go live, cross it, and then it will be appeared down there in your Chrome. As you can see, we don't have anything. Sorry, I have to close it. As you can see, we don't have anything here. We only have the title here with the HR coders, and this is the title. Further, we have to connect our index file to the main CSS file as well as with the JavaScript file. For this purpose, we are going to use, we can write link, then simple, and then we can write main.css. Okay, then it will work, but for my computer it will not work. I have to write, as you can see, style.css, then I have to create style.css, then main CSS, then it will work. As you can see, we can write something here to see if it is connected. Hello, HELLO. Okay, then here is hello. We want to change the style, we can write like this or like this, because it's in the body. As you can see, this is the body, and in body the h1 is present, and in body we can change the basic color to red. Okay, then the color is changed. Okay, it means it is working. Now close it. Exactly like main CSS folder, we have to connect our JavaScript file with the index file. For this purpose, we are going to use exactly like style sheet. We will write or we can write like this, then move inside and as source, and in source we will write script.js. the exact same thing will be appeared here. Click it, and then our JavaScript file will be attached with this file. Okay, our JavaScript will be attached with the index.html file. As you can see, we have used the icons here, this menu icon and this close icon. You can see we have used these icons here. We have downloaded these icons from the in icon. You only have to write in icons, then further moving to the usage, then in usage you have to copy this script, copy it and paste it exactly above the script. Okay, paste it here. Okay, then moving back, icons, we will use the icon with the name of menu, icon with the name of menu. We will click it here, then the pop-up will come, and then we will click it here and it will be saved, and we will copy it here and anywhere where we want to use it. Then we will do that thing later. Now let's move it deep down. Now starts from the body. We can add a comment here, as we are going to create a header, so header starts from here, and then we will form a header with the class of header, and in header we are going to write an anchor point with the class of logo. Okay, and we don't want to send our logo anywhere, then we are going to place hash here, then tab it and write the logo HR coders. Moving further, then we are going to need some navigations. As you know, this is the header part. Now we are going to need some navigations. For navigation purpose, we are going to use the nav class, nav with the class of main nav. Okay, we are going to name it like this, and in main nav we are going to use unordered list with the class of main nav. We are going to use underscores main nav list. Okay, unordered list, as you can see, unordered list with the class of main nav list, and we are going to use the same main nav. Okay, and in further main nav list, unordered list, we are going to use the list with the class of main nav, again underscore items. Okay, main nav item, and in main nav item we are going to use an anchor point with the class of main nav link. Okay, and we don't want to send our link to anywhere, tab it, and here we are going to write home. Okay, it is a thing that we have created. As you can see, this is the logo and this is the unordered list. Now we will copy this link and place it 1, 2, 3 and 4 times. Only going to change the home to about, home to gallery, home to contact, and then home to sign in button. As You can see these appeared here. Now further moving, we need to change the sign in into the form of a button. Then only we are going to change the class here. We will name it like, we can add extra class here like main nav CTA. CTA stands for call to action button. Then copy it and place it here too. Then we have two classes for the sign in button. One class is main nav link, and in link main nav CTA. Okay. Then the list is closed, unordered list is closed, and navigation is closed. You can see it will appear here. Then in header we also need some buttons. Then we are going to use, as we can write exactly like this. We can copy it, paste it here, and buttons, BUTTONS. As we can see, we will use the buttons, button with the class of button mobile nav. We are going to name the class button mobile nav, then place the enter. Then the button will appear. Now we are going to use the buttons. As I have told you before, we are going to use these buttons, these icons. Then click it, it will be copied, then place it here. Okay, in here, placed it here. It will be appear icon name with the menu outline icon. Okay, now we are going to change it and name it, name the class of this button as it has menu outline. We will give it a class. We will write like this, class with the icon mobile nav. Okay, then it will be appeared here. As you can see, we have named the class. Then we will copy it and paste it here. As you can see, the close, this is the close, exactly have same name, same code with different name, only the close is different. So we are only going to change the name to close. Okay, as you can see, it will be appeared here, the close and the menu. Now we don't need this, we are going to close it here, and then the buttons, and in button we have header. I have some issues with the extra lines, so I am going to trim them down. Now this is the exact HTML file that we wanted. Now moving into the main CSS folder, we will have some lines before. As you know, I have some issues with the lines. This is some personal issues, nothing big deal. Now we are going to use media queries, and for media queries we are going to name BP large to 75 EM, and this is for 1200 pixels. Okay, this I will explain this later to you. We will use these portions in the media queries, and what are the media queries I will tell you later. But for the basics CSS things, we are going to use some all. We use this for all, then comma, then all, then before, then comma, then all and after. Okay, and for this we are going to write padding to 0, margin to 0 and box sizing to inherit. These are the some basic things that we used in the main CSS, and we are going to remove this. Then further moving to the HTML, box sizing to border box and font size to 62.5%. Then for the body we are going to use overflow x to hidden, overflow x to hidden. As you know, this is good for some purposes. Now, as you know, we are going to start the header, starts from here. In header, this is some basic thing that we have created. It won't affect our HTML. Okay. Now further moving, in header we have a header class with the name of header. Okay, and in header we have class with the name of logo. Now we are going to use the header portion, because in header we have unordered list and the buttons. We have logo, unordered list and the buttons. We want them in this form, in an x-axis. Okay, then so we are going to use the header class with the name of header. We are going to use the class defined with the dot and class with the name of header. Okay, and in header we are going to use display into the flex. Then you can see it here, it will be in the flex form. Now further changing it to the justify content to space between, align item to center. As you can see here, here and here. Padding top and bottom to 0 and left and right to the 6 rem. Overflow x to hidden. As you know, I don't want anything to be appear other than the things that I want. As you can see here, the left and right margin is appeared here, and we don't have any margin top to bottom, so it will not appear here. Now further moving, we will style the logo class with the name of logo. Then font size, let's change the font size to the 3 rem. Color to green, I love green color. And text decoration to none. Okay, as you can see it. Okay, it will be changed. Now let's move to this portion. This portion is the part of main nav, and in main nav we have used the list, the items and the links. So we are going to use dot main nav, and in main nav we are going to use the list. Okay, the list, and in list we are going to write like this, list style to none, as it will disappear the dots here. Then display to the flex, as it will look like this. Then gap to the 3 rem, it will appear some gap here. Then we will move further, as you can see this. Okay, moving further, we will use the after in main nav the list in main nav the list is used. Then we are going to move into the items. After list we will use and items, item. As you can see, we have used the list, and after list we will use the item. This is the item, and in items we have link. Okay, in item we have link like this and link. We don't want to change the item, as you know these are the exactly as we want them. You don't need to change any item, you need to change the link. Okay, then we can delete it here. In link we want to change something like this. In link we want to change text decoration to none, font size to 2.5 rem, a little bit small from the logo, and color to, we can put any color according to our need, as you can see, but I want to change, we can change it like this too, and let's choose this color or this color. Okay, this color. Okay, now this is the logo, these are the main navigation, and this portion we have used in a different way. Now we are going to change it. As you know, we have named it class with the main nav CTA. Now we are going to use CTA. Let's close it and going to use and CTA. Okay, now color to, let's use the red color, and okay, as it is very close to this, I want to move it further in this place, so I am going to use transform to translate X to 30 rem. Okay, 30 rem. As you can see, it will be moved here. Now at this portion we will come there later. Now buttons, for the buttons, button starts here, and we have named the button like button mobile navigation, and class with the name of button mobile nav. We can copy it, button mobile nav, like this, and place it with the dot button mobile nav, and going to change the border to none. Its border will be disappeared, as you can see. Then we are going to use some other things like outline to none, then background to none, and color. We want to change the color, we can put this color here, or we also want to change it, then we can change it like this. Okay, and in icons, for the, you can see these are the icons, and for the icon mobile nav, for the icons that we have used, and for the icons we will copy them from here and paste it here like this with the help of a dot, and change the font size to 4M. Let's move it to the 4M and cursor to the pointer. Okay, now this is the thing that we have created. This is the thing that we have created. This is the thing that we have created. Now we want to remove these and want to replace it with the menu outline and the close outline. Then create this thing and place it here like this. We want to do these things. Okay, now change it here. Moving to this portion, now we will use some media queries and some JavaScript folder for this purpose. Okay, firstly we are going to change or use the main navigation. For this purpose, to create this we need to change our main navigation. So we are moving to the main navigation, and this was the main navigation that we have used. Now in main navigation we will use media query, and for the media query we will use at media, then only, then screen, and then this we will use the then max width, max width to BP large, we will use like this, then this, and in these curly braces, we will use the media query when the screen size is large, and the large size is 120 pixels. Okay, in main nav we are going to use the media query when the screen size maximum width is BP large, and BP large is 1200 pixels, and in this we are going to use this position to absolute, top to 0, left to 0, height to 98 viewport height, and width to 98%, background color to black, and we can say it here, as we will reduce the size to 1200. As you can see, it will be appeared here. We have created this. Now we will change them and adjust them according to this. Okay, according to this we have created this. Display to the flex, and align items to the center, and justify content to the center. Okay, as you can see, it will be here. You can see. Now we are going to move them in vertical form. we will do that later. And on 1200 pixels we need it to be closed. For this purpose we are going to use to transform to translate x to 0 and opacity to 0. Okay, visibility to none and pointer events to none. We don't want anything to be shown here. Okay, like this will be displayed completely, but we will use these things later, these three things later. Okay, it will be here. Then we are going to change these things with the help of, let's move it into the comment section. Okay, now we are going to change these horizontal to vertical form. For this purpose we are going to move into the list, and in list we are going to create a media query and media exactly like this, and media screen we can copy it from here and paste it here, and media only screen and maximum width at BP large to this, flex direction to column. Okay, then it will be in this way. And now into the CTA section, we will move to the CTA section. We will again copy this and change the transform to translate x to 0. Okay, as you can see this. Now we can change the color too, and for the color we will copy this color and place it here. Okay, this. Now we have created this. Now we want to hide them all. We will come there later. We will come to the buttons later. Now we want to completely hide it. For this purpose we are going to completely hide it like this. We want to completely hide it, so when we click the button this will be appeared and then disappeared. For this purpose we only have to hide it here by using JavaScript. For JavaScript we are going to use this. For JavaScript we are going to use constant like this, then button nav element. We are going to name the constant with the name of button nav element, and in button nav element we are going to place the document dot query selector, and we are going to name it button mobile nav. Okay, we can copy it, paste it here. Let's change it to the header element to document Java query selector to dot header. As you know the sense, constant with the name of button nav element, and in button nav element we are placing the value from the button nav mobile, and again we are creating a constant with the name of header element and we are placing the value of header in it. Then further moving, when the button nav element is selected, add event listener, click, then add the function to it, and in function create the header element dot class list dot toggle to nav open, then close it and close it, save it. Now let me tell you something. We are using the constant with the name of button nav element, and in button nav element we have placed the value of mobile button navigation, and again we have created the constant with the name of header element, and in header element we have placed the value of a header. Then what is this? Click to function, okay, like this. Now in button nav element we have add the event listener. When we click the mobile button, the function will do, the header element will toggle to open nav, like this toggle. This is the toggling appearing. When we click the button, then the open nav will toggle to the open nav will toggle, and it is performing the function on the click. Okay, for this purpose we have created this, but it's not working here because we don't use some things here, as we have to remove them. The main nav first we have to remove it completely. As you can see, it is removed. And for the open nav that we have used here, the open nav, we will going to use the open nav here. It is the class that we are going to use, nav open and main nav. Then opacity to 1, as it will be appeared again when the button is clicked. Okay, opacity is 1, visibility to visible, pointer event to auto, and transform to translate x to 0, as we want to display it here like this, and backface visibility to hidden. Okay, and now we have created this. Now we only have to change the icons here. Now moving to the buttons. Now we will use the buttons, and in button we will use the media query, and for this purpose we are going to use display to none, and it will be displayed from here. Then we will do the media query. We can copy it from here like this, copy it, place it here, and in here we will do something like display to block. Okay, like this will be displayed into the block. Okay, now changing to further, now using the icon mobile nav, and in icon mobile nav we are going to use the name is equal to name. As you can see, this is the name that we are going to check. Copy it and place it here, close outline name. Okay, with the double commas. Then this we are going to use the media queries because we want to display it none, then it will be removed. Oh, there is some error. Okay, let me check it like this. Okay, this and this and this, the cross is removed. Okay, now we have to display the cross here and remove these menu lines. Okay, we have to display the cross here and remove the menu lines from here. We will do exactly like this. We will use again .nav open .icon while nav, again use the name. In this name we will use close outline to display to block, and copy it and paste it like this and display to none. Okay, save it and like, oh, there is some error, I think so. Oh, the name, this is the close outline, this is again the close outline, this is the menu outline. Okay, menu outline, save it and done. Exactly the way we wanted to create it. Close it, and here it is. As you see, this is appeared. We can change it by simply moving to the nav and change it to transform to translate X to -50 RAM. Save it and like this. This will be appeared here. So today we have created the logo, the navigation, the sign in button, and when we reduce the size below the 1200, then the pop-up will appear, the menu outlines will appear, and the close outline will appear, and then this will appear like this. The navigation bars will appear like this. Today we have created this, as you can see. Okay, it will be changed and then changed as the size is changed. Okay, the size changed and again 12, then this will appear. Today we have created this by using HTML, main CSS and JavaScript folder. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and comment, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you.